So recently I was watching a video from Exploring the Foreign showcasing how much Dutch he speaks after having lived in the Netherlands for I think it was 4 to 5 years. And Sam, if you're watching this, I just want you to know that you are the reason why I'm making this video. And when me and It's Sky, and if you watch Exploring the Foreign, you know about It's Sky as well. When me and Sky linked up, we spent a lot of time talking about how great Sam is at speaking Dutch and how we both needed to step our games up in that regard. That said, it's time for me to put my money where my mouth is. As you can see, we have the Duolingo open. Now, to be fair, I have been putting in some effort to learn Dutch throughout the years. You can see I have an 894-day streak, 3 hours until my streak resets, so we need to go ahead and get into this lesson very soon. But just to give you some context, if you're new to my channel, I lived in the Netherlands for 14 months, maar ik spreek een klein beetje Nederlands. Klein beetje. In fact, that's probably my go-to statement when people try to speak to me in Dutch. Ik spreek een klein beetje Nederlands. Emphasis on klein. And hopefully by the end of today, I'll have added to my vocabulary and repertoire when it comes to speaking Dutch, because when I watch someone like Sam, I have no choice but to believe that it's possible for me as well. Granted, I'm sure Sam did much more than one Dutch Duolingo lesson per day like I've been doing for the past 894 days, but we have to start somewhere. That said, I think I'm going to try to do 5 lessons, because I think I asked ChatGPT a while back how many lessons I would need to do per day in order to become fluent in Dutch, and it said around 5 to 10 lessons per day. So let's go ahead and do 5 lessons, and you can see just how bad, or maybe surprisingly good, my Dutch actually is. And of course, please take every opportunity to roast me in the comments, roast my pronunciation, but also make sure you're providing me with some sort of advice as well, because sometimes I really do struggle with speaking Dutch. That said, let's go ahead and get into it.
Burger.
Burger, that's a citizen.
Delen.
Delen, I don't know what that one means. We're going to skip that one for now.
Jeugd.
Jeugd, that's youth.
Veroorzaken.
Veroorzaken. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. This is one of those situations where I'm just going to have to guess. I'm going to have to take a blind guess.
Veroorzaken.
Veroorzaken.
Delen.
Delen. I think delen is share. Yes, because delen, deal, when you're dealing cards. Honestly, what I have noticed when it comes to Dutch is that it seems like a lot of Dutch words are somewhat similar to English words. And I'm very good when it comes to English. So that should, in theory, make it easier for me to learn Dutch. But when it comes to sentence structure, as you're going to see throughout this video, I have a lot of room for improvement. Veroorzaken.
Hij antwoordt nee.
Hij antwoordt nee. Hij antwoordt nee. He answers no. That one's pretty straightforward.
Burger.
Burger, citizen.
Bestaan.
Bestaan, exist.
Delen.
Delen, share. Zingen,
Zingen.
sing.
Ik deel
Oké.
het boek met hem.
Ik deel het boek met hem. I share the book with him. This het in
Het.
de thing, that's something that I still struggle with to this day. I honestly don't know what the distinction is between the two, or how you can determine which one you need to use. I think I heard something about masculine versus feminine words or something like that, but we don't have that in English, so I don't really know how to translate that mentally.
Delen.
Delen.
Volwassene.
Volwassene. That's an adult.
Genieten.
Genieten. Enjoy.
Bestaan.
Bestaan, exist.
De advocaat zegt dat saaie beroepen niet bestaan.
De advocaat zegt dat saaie beroepen niet bestaan. So basically that's, the lawyer says that boring professions do not exist.
Saskia zingt vaak in de badkamer.
Saskia zingt vaak in de badkamer. Vaak.
Saskia zingt vaak in de badkamer.
Saskia zingt vaak in de badkamer. Saskia often sings in the bathroom.
Rijke mensen moeten hun geld delen met arme mensen.
Rijke mensen moeten hun geld delen met arme mensen. Rich people must share their money with poor people. Should share their money with poor people. So, pretty close. I share the book with him. See, now I'm lost.
Deel.
Ik deel
Het.
Boek. Met.
Hem.
Besta ik echt?
Besta ik echt? Besta ik echt? Do I really exist? We're getting existential here, okay. Why does your boyfriend only sing at night? Waarom zingt jouw vriendje alleen nachts? I feel like my pronunciation for those last two words was a little bit off, but hey, we got it right.
Een meisje antwoordt.
Een meisje antwoordt. A girl answers.
De geheime woorden verdwijnen nadat je ze hebt gelezen.
De geheime woorden verdwijnen nadat je ze hebt gelezen. The secret woorden. Words verdwijnen nadat... Okay, we're gonna skip verdwijnen because I don't really know what that one means. Nadat je ze hebt gelezen.
Gelezen.
After you have read them. Verdwijnen, disappear. The secret words disappear after you have read them. De geheime woorden verdwijnen nadat je ze hebt gelezen. Hij verdwijnt. Maybe there's a J right there. Hij verdwijnt zonder iets te zeggen. He disappears without saying anything. You might be my good luck charm, honestly, because usually I'll have missed one by now. At least one. Hij antwoordt. Hij antwoordt. Hij wil dat het geld verdwijnt. Hij wil dat het geld verdwijnt. The cow almost caused an accident. The koe.
De.
Koe.
I don't know what caused would be. But accident would be... Honestly, I don't really know. This one right here has me a little stumped. We might have to cheat when it comes to this one because I don't even know where to start. The koe... I know bijna is in there. Bijna is almost. Caused an accident. Een accident. We are going to have to cheat with this one. But it's not cheating because I'm learning. How else am I going to learn? Accident, ongeluk. Okay, so yeah, I was going to get that wrong because this was my first guess. Veroorzaakte. I already forgot what that means. But...
Ongeluk.
The koe bijna in ongeluk. How do you say caused? Veroorzaakte. Okay, so I guess I would have been kind of
Veroorzaakte.
right. Now we need to put these words in order. That's the hard part right there. De koe bijna in ongeluk veroorzaakte. Honestly, I think it might be in order already. Nope, it wasn't. De koe veroorzaakte bijna in ongeluk. The koe, so the cow caused almost an accident. You see that right there, that's where I start to get a little bit messed up, is where I have to think about the sentence structure. But we're going to get it down. Practice makes progress. De koe
veroorzaakte
bijna
een
ongeluk.
Ongeluk. You can see we got 94%. You love to see it. 895 day streak. I am putting in the effort. You see I missed one day. That's because we went from San Francisco to Asia and we literally skipped ahead a day. So Tuesday pretty much didn't even happen for me. But we go ahead and nudge my girlfriend. Nadia has her own very long streak as well. 800 days. So she's not that far behind me. 800 days. She's been doing Spanish though. So she's been focused on Spanish. I am obviously focused on Dutch. I probably should start learning Thai if I'm going to be out here in Thailand, but honestly, just learning Dutch is already hard enough for me as it is. That said, let's go ahead and get to the next lesson because I have a lot of work to do. I hate Monday morning. Ik haat maandagochtend.
Verwachtte je een andere kleur?
Verwachtte je een andere kleur? Did you verwachten? I'm thinking expect. You see, the only reason why I'm able to get that is because the words are already there. So it's kind of process of elimination there. And again, I'm good enough at English to know what sentences are sensical. But otherwise, I would not have gotten that. Did you expect a different color?
Is het waard om deze oude lamp te bewaren?
Is het waard om deze oude lamp te bewaren? Is it worth it to keep this old lamp? Yeah, I had no idea what that meant. He supports his husband.
Hij.
Bepaalde of stund. I don't even know what this one means.
Zijn man.
Supports. I'm gonna cheat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna cheat. Stunt. I've never ever heard that word before. I don't know why they're acting like they already taught me that when I've never learned it, but
Steunt.
Stoned. Hij steunt zijn man. Actually, now that she says it out loud, I think it does sound a little familiar.
Waarom haat deze kok knoflook?
Waarom haat deze kok knoflook? Why does this cook hate garlic? I think, right? Why does this cook hate garlic? Okay, so yeah. Maybe I'm a little better than I give
Zij
myself credit
steunt me
for.
niet.
Zij steunt me niet. She does not support me.
Ik steun het meisje.
Ik steun het meisje. I support the girl.
Ze biedt me een glaasje wijn aan.
Ze biedt me een glaasje wijn aan. She offers me a glass of wine. I think. Again, process of elimination here.
De serveerster haat haar baan.
De serveerster haat haar baan. The server hates her job. Waitress hates her job. I think server is ober. I keep the key in a secret spot. Ik keep. Keep is a tricky one. We'll just skip keep for now. De
sleutel.
Op
een
geheime plek.
So how do you say keep? I think it's bewaar.
Bewaar.
I think it's bewaar because bepaalde, that would be for a plural subject. Slaapkamers isn't even a verb. I don't know what this means, so it's got to be one of these two, and I'm going to go bewaar. Love to see it.
We bewaren een paar pannenkoeken voor morgen.
We bewaren een paar pannenkoeken voor morgen. We're saving a few pancakes for tomorrow.
Ik wil weten wat voor taart ze aanbieden.
Ik wil weten wat voor taart ze aanbieden. I want to know what kind of cake they offer. I knew tart was cake or pie, but it's kind of interesting that in Dutch,
Taart.
cake and pie are the same word. Because to me, they're two completely different things. It's kind of like saying ice cream and frozen yogurt are the same thing. They're similar, but they're not the same thing. But I don't know. De week eindigt morgen. I guess that means ends. You know what? It's crazy because I remember reading this earlier in this exact lesson, but I already forgot what it was. Was it besteld? Is it besteld? I'm gonna just go with besteld. Me een glasje wijn aan. Beat aan. Yeah, I was not gonna get that one. Het eindigt in September. Okay, this is the one we started the lesson with, but I forgot what expect means. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cheat because we have 3 hearts left. And once these hearts run out, that's pretty much the end of the video right there, because I don't have enough XP to just be buying hearts over and over. Verwachte. Verwachte. See, I already forgot how to spell it. Verwachte. Verwachte je een andere kleur? But no, wouldn't it be this? Verwachte je een andere kleur? Should have kept the original answer. See, how do you cheat and still get it wrong? That's crazy. I do not know what my boss expects of me. Actually, on that topic, fun fact, I took French in high school. I think it was 10th grade high school, so around 15 years old. And we had this one homework assignment that I literally just did not know how to do, because I made it through that whole class without ever learning French somehow. And usually I was the person who others would cheat off. But this one particular time, I was just over it. So I went on Google Translate and I just used Google Translate for the whole entire homework assignment. I got a 30 out of 100. I failed the paper, as did most other people in the class. And she literally ended up dropping that paper from our grades and making us do another assignment because so many people failed. But yeah, Google Translate is not it. That's one thing I learned from French class. Google Translate is niet zo goed. I do not know what my boss expects of me.
Ik
weet niet
niet
wat
wat
mijn
mijn
baas verwacht
verwacht
van
van
mij.
Ik weet niet wat mijn baas verwacht van mij. Another correct solution. Ik weet niet wat mijn baas van mij verwacht. Ze biedt me een glasje wijn aan. Is my pronunciation sounding good? Oh, I spelled it wrong. The I comes first. Beat. Verwachte je een andere kleur? Yeah. Okay, so we're doing decently well, I guess. I mean, honestly, I think the big flaw with Duolingo is that you only have 5 mistakes to make. Let's go ahead and move on to the next lesson. But you only can make 5 mistakes, and that's really problematic because when you want to learn anything new in any facet of life, you're going to make more than 5 mistakes if you're really, really approaching it with the level of tenacity that you need to. So I guess the only way to really circumvent that is to pay for the premium version, and maybe I'll take that leap one day, but honestly, I'd rather spend that money on actual lessons. But for now, this will suffice.
genieten,
Genieten. We're gonna skip that one.
zingen,
Zingen, sing.
klagen,
Klagen.
verbeteren,
Verbeteren. Okay, we are in a bit of a conundrum here because I don't know any of those other 3. Let's see.
genieten,
Genieten. That one sounds familiar.
klagen,
Klagen.
verbeteren,
Verbeteren. I'm gonna take a wild guess that verbeteren is improve, because beter, better, improve.
klagen,
Klagen.
genieten,
Genieten. I think I remember this one from earlier. It was enjoy. Yeah.
klagen,
Klagen. Nederlandse mensen klagen vaak over het weer. Let me know if I said that correctly and if you know what I was trying to say.
niemand kan dit probleem oplossen.
Niemand kan dit probleem oplossen. Nobody can solve this problem.
veroorzaken,
Veroorzaken. It's crazy because I remember it from earlier. I know exist is bestaan and sing is zingen. I have those committed to memory.
Zingen,
Zingen,
klagen,
klagen, I think that's complain.
veroorzaken,
So veroorzaken is cause. And bestaan,
bestaan,
exist. I fill the bottles.
Ik
vul
vul de
de
flessen,
I think I said that incorrectly. Ik vul de flessen. Let me know if I'm saying that correctly.
Het jongetje verbergt de boeken onder zijn bed.
Het jongetje verbergt de boeken onder zijn bed. The little boy hides the books underneath his bed.
We vullen onze winkelwagen met snoep en chocolade.
We vullen onze winkelwagen met snoep en chocolade. We are filling our shopping cart with candy and chocolate.
Hij twijfelt even voordat hij een antwoord kiest.
Hij twijfelt even voordat hij een antwoord kiest. Something, something. Choosing an answer. He hesitates briefly before he picks an answer.
Hoe lang duurt het om de problemen op te lossen?
Hoe lang duurt het om de problemen op te lossen? How long does it take to solve the problem? The problems. Okay, I was close.
Ze verplaatsen de tafel van de woonkamer naar de keuken.
Ze verplaatsen de tafel van de woonkamer naar de keuken. She's moving the table from the living room to the kitchen. They move the table from the living room to the kitchen. Very close there.
We proberen de zware rots te verplaatsen.
We proberen de zware rots te verplaatsen. We are trying to move the heavy rock. He hesitates briefly before he picks an answer. Okay, this was the first one that we did. See, I have good short-term memory, but I guess it might be fading away a little bit because I don't remember exactly what it said. So we're going to have to go ahead and cheat on this one. Twijfelt. Was not going to get that one. Twijfelt. Hij twijfelt even voordat hij een antwoord kiest.
Ik vul de flessen.
Ik vul de flessen. I fill the bottles. Ik doubt. Twijfel. So twijfel means doubt and hesitate. Got it. Ik twijfel over alles.
Ze klagen elke ochtend om 8 uur.
Ze klagen. I'm just sounding this one out because I have no idea how to spell that. Ze klagen elke ochtend om 8 uur. Klagen. Wasn't klagen complain? They complain every morning at 8 o'clock? Oh. You love to see it, okay. This is where it starts to get real. Wij proberen de zware rots. This is where it starts to get tricky. To move. Verplaatsen? Verplaatsen, yeah. We proberen de zware rots te verplaatsen, I think. Okay. And that was an open-ended one too. No process of elimination there. I guess I did cheat a little bit, but I still had it right initially. How long does it take to solve the problem? Hoe lang duurt het problemen? Hoe lang duurt het problemen? And I forgot how to say solve. I'm gonna have to cheat. Om op te lossen. Hoe lang duurt het om de problemen op te lossen? Okay, I was close then. Het om de problemen. Okay, I was close. I only have one more heart left though. And once the heart is gone, again, that's the end of the video. Het jongetje. Or is it de jongetje? See, this is what I mean. Het jongetje, de jongetje. I think it's de jongetje. Because it's het meisje. So, de jongetje hides, verbergt zijn boeken onder zijn bed. And that's pretty much it. So the actual answer was: Het jongetje verbergt de boeken onder zijn bed. Wait, what did I say then? Verbergt de boeken. So I was only one word off. So I was very close. But again, I'm out of hearts now. So that's going to be it for now. But again, roast my Dutch in the comments. I have a long way to go, very clearly. But honestly, this has kind of been a good confidence booster because I've come a very, very long way from when this streak was at 50 or 100 days. I've come a very long way. And I think I'm really, really going to lean into this, especially knowing that my girlfriend and I want to move to the Netherlands again and we want to settle down there at some point in our lives. I want to ensure that when we go back there, I'm coming correct. I can have conversations at the very least, and maybe, just maybe, I'll be at that same level as Sam.